Okay. Let me share my screen now. Okay, let me launch a server now and then I can install Docker. Okay, I'm taking T2.medium. You can take T2.micro also. Okay, let me whitelist ports. Okay, I'll give all traffic. Mm. Hey guys, I'm audible. Yeah, power issue. Okay, let me share my screen now again. Okay, guys, in today's concept, we can focus very important concepts too. One is for Docker volumes, one is for Docker Compose. Okay. Hmm. First thing, Docker volumes. Docker volumes. So, guys, by default, Docker volumes are not persistent. That means what? Not permanent. Clear now? If you store any data inside the Docker container, the data will gone along with the container because container is persistent, not permanent storage. By default, Docker volumes are by default container storage is not persistent. So we can make persistent by implementing a or creating a volumes concept. Volumes concept. Okay. So for example, guys, on which case storage is required for the container? Container, when which type of container storage volume is required? So we have front-end container, back-end container, MySQL container. MySQL, right? Why? Here data is not stored. Here data is not stored. Here only data will be stored. Here only data will be stored, right or not? So definitely MySQL DB point of view container storage is required. Clear now? But this concept we will no need to focus much. As I'm saying, we can focus Kubernetes volumes. Understand? Kubernetes will create a pod. Kubernetes will manage the volumes and a network and everything. Kubernetes level we can focus more in this area. But this is just we are not using in real time. The project definitely we are using Kubernetes only orchestration. So volume orchestration, network, everything taking away Kubernetes only. Clear now? Okay. So in this case, we have to create we have two options. This is my server. Server inside container is running. Server inside container is running. So this container, if container inside, definitely here also root file system will be created, right? Container inside also same Linux root system. Here also volumes will be stored, varlib volumes. But this storage will delete along with the container, right? In this case, to make them as a persistent, we can use, can I use host path? What I'm saying here, container can store the data into host path. Understand? This container can store the data into host path. For example, now, if this container deleted, still data will be there or not? Yes, why? Data stored on server, easy to host, not on container inside. This is the main intention. Clear now? Now, host path concept also there. volumes we have two options. Volumes mount path, we can give two ways. One is for host path. Host path, where we can give the mount path of the container to store the data inside the host. And again, you may get a doubt here. If host path, if server deleted, containers plus data also deleted, right? So in this case, we have a option B. This server inside containers, volume path, we can give additional volumes. Okay, additional volumes, not inside the host. Additional volumes. In AWS, additional volume features are what, guys? What options we have for the storage? Additional storage options are what in AWS? S3 next. If it is a EC2, which volume is good? EBS or S3? EBS, right? Or EFS, right or not? So both already discussed, right? Linux class time. I don't know how many of you attended or not. It's a different story. Okay. Now, if I give a path, additional volume, additional storage, additional storage. In this additional storage point of view, if server delete, container also delete. Is there any problem now? Still your data safe here. Then you can create a one more container by calling this path. Same data will come, right or not? Yeah. So these concepts, we can focus more in Kubernetes area time. Okay. Docker also we can do. But Docker container deleted, again, you have to create a Docker container manually. At that time, you have to give a path and all manually. But this process easily handled by Kubernetes. Kubernetes by itself, it's a orchestration tool, easily orchestrate. Clear now? Docker also one concept is, guys, Docker Swarm, but we are not using now. Deprecated already. Docker Swarm is a Docker itself will be orchestrated, not required any Kubernetes help and all. Docker also providing a orchestration, resource inside the Docker, that is Docker Swarm. But we have some drawbacks by using a Docker Swarm. That's what companies all are deprecated Docker Swarm, not using only Kubernetes or OpenShift Cloud Manager Kubernetes. Clear now? So leave it for the Docker Swarm. We are not using. Now, then how I can create these containers by using Kubernetes only? Orchestrate, right? Orchestrate means what? If this container, for example, you created, right? Docker build -t image. Next is what? Docker run -dt image to create a container. These two commands you are running, right? If container deleted, again Docker run -dt from the image you need to run, right? This process taking care by orchestration tool. In AWS, EC2 instance deleted, for example. How you can give high availability for the application? Auto scaling group create immediately one more server. Your auto scaling group is an orchestrator for virtualization level. Here Kubernetes is orchestration for containerization level. Clear the difference is? Okay. Now, so in this case, I can use a host path or additional storage options for the Docker volumes. So usually we can use the volumes concept more into database. It's a stateful applications. We have to manage the state also. When container is deleted, container should create same data with the same data. In this case, volumes play a very important role. Clear now? Guys, RDS, are we providing any storage option or not? RDS creating time, we are providing storage options or not? That too, that is automatic scaling we have enabled, right? Storage option always scalable for the storage. Any amount of data will come, your auto scaling group will be orchestrated for the volume, right? Hmm. So without storage, can you create any database? What is the use? Database itself we can use to store the information. Without storage, creating a database, what is the use? No use, right? Hmm. Also, guys, also here, these concepts more we can use logging purpose, EFK stack purpose, storage the logs purpose, and all. Mostly application level we can take DB directly RDS only, or Azure MySQL or GCP database if it is a cloud. Clear now? Not Debian container. We have a many challenges. What are the challenges, guys? High availability. These are the challenges if Debian container. Next, volume issues, storage issues, backup issues. You have to take care of everything, right? Configurations, reader and master configurations, reader and master configurations. Next, security. Many things will come, right? I mean, if you ask me that, Veera, can't we configure this and all Debian container? Yes, we can. But we have to spend much time on this area. Many dependencies, if you can create, what will happen if something has failed? You have to responsibility for these areas, right? But if you can take RDS, they will take care everything, right? If you take RDS, they will take care everything. Read replica, just create only. You no need to configure. You can act as a reader, you can act as a master, no need to say. But if you create a two containers, you have to configure here. Master and configuration rules. This container should work like a master, this container should work like a reader, you have to create. Like EC2 also same. Debian EC2 also same. Additionally, we will get many headaches here. Debian EC2 somewhat is okay, at least. We can configure easily something. But here, Debian container, lot of things. OS also, many things we have to take our responsibilities here, right? So that's what more usage is RDS, DB EC2, DB container. This is the flow, okay? Compared to EC2 and container, EC2 is a better DB. Compared to EC2 RDS, RDS is better in the DB. Clear now? This is a process in real time where we can use. Hmm. Okay. Volumes. So Docker volumes, you can see now. Volumes are mechanism to store the data outside of the container, right or not? Yes, outside of the container means maybe host path or additional path. All volumes managed by Docker and stored dedicated directory on your host, usually are host or additional storage, EBS or EFS. It is. So usually where lib Docker volumes are the Linux system. Inside it will be stored. Container inside also stored here like this only. Where lib Docker inside. So to create a volume process is what, guys? To create a volume, this is the command. To create a volume, Docker volume create. Okay. Docker volume ls, you can give this command. Let me first. Docker is there or not? Okay. Okay, so Docker is installing now. Okay, so Docker is installing. Okay, already install now. M install git-y also. System ctl start Docker. You can check now Docker version to see client and server is up and running. Clear na guys? Now Docker network ls means we can see network information. Volume ls means we can see volume ls. Volumes. Mm, mm, Volume ls. Okay, as of now, no volumes you haven't created right now. So create Docker create volume name. Docker create network name. Same. So Docker volume create volume name. Give Docker volume name. I'm giving for example volume 1. Okay. Clear na guys? Now you can check Docker volume ls volume 1 created or not. Guess this volume 1 created into instance or container inside. Container. Container ఎక్కడ ఉంది అసలు ఇక్కడ ఇన్స్టెన్స్ ఇన్సైడ్ ఓన్లీ రైట్ ఓకే ఓకే now you can check docker inspect volume, docker inspect network, docker inspect container, docker inspect image, docker logs container, docker exec-it to login, docker run a container, docker run -it to enter inside the container. These commands you need to practice guys. Docker commands are important. In entry docker commands also they ask the questions. My container is not running. What could be the reason? Simple question. How you can troubleshoot first? Tell me everyone, my container is not running. This is the question. Interview this kind of questions only. What is Docker? No one can ask. What is container? No one can ask. What is volume? No one can ask. My container is not running. How you can do the troubleshoot? Simple question. First, you have to check logs. Docker logs, container ID. Container ID. Check the logs. Any connectivity issues there? For example, backend to database connectivity issues are there. Maybe credentials are wrong. Backend. And for example, backend. For example, Spring Boot application is there. Na? Spring Boot application jar file run means what jar will do? Connect the database, run the API methods. If connection fail, jar will stop or not? If jar will stop, container will stop or not? So many dependencies is there like this. First understand which very important explanation is Docker container is not running. How to troubleshoot means don't blindly say container port is not container port may be mismatched. This kind of questions answers don't explain guys. First, we need to understand which process is running in the container inside. This is the way of start the troubleshooting. Okay, which application is running, which process is running, what this container is doing actually. This is understanding first. Which application, if it is a front and back end means front end process is running to connect a back end and process means this process connection is correct or not. First, if you can check logs, automatically you can understand. Once process can understand and check the logs, Docker logs, container ID. We can see the clearly there. Okay, connection issue. Okay, so my jar file is unable to connect a database, credentials wrong, or unable to call environmental variables. All good, connection successful, but still issue is there. Maybe port mismatch. Understand? Port mismatch, many reasons. Networking side, you have to troubleshoot more. Clear, na? Don't say one answer. I can log in a container, I can troubleshoot a container. Why? Question is what? Container is not running. If not running container means stopped container. Are you able to log in stopped container? So to log in a container, also container inside one process should run first, bin bash or something. First container is stopped state means what? Are you able to log in stopped is it instance? No, right? Are you able to SSH stopped instance? No, same here also. When we can check log and all. Okay, this is second question. My container is taking more CPUs and RAM. How to troubleshoot? Tell me guys, my container is taking more CPUs, more RAM, how to troubleshoot? This is the question in interview. This kind of questions only ask in interview. One more time I'm saying. I'm taking interest now, I can ask this kind of questions only. Not what is Docker. One more time I'm saying. Hmm. My container is taking more CPU, more RAM. What could be the reason how you can do the troubleshoot? Hmm? No, not Docker logs. Container already running, right? Taking more CPU, more RAM. Now tell me. Directly you run multi-stage. First, why container is taking more CPU, more RAM? You don't check. Huh? Tell me, what is your approach now? My container is running here. My container is running, taking more CPU, more RAM. How to troubleshoot first? Huh? Unnecessary. Unnecessary? See, Harshit Kumar, Srinivas, they are giving right answers. Your laptop is busy, guys. Your laptop is taking more CPU, more RAM. How to check? What you can check? Task manager. What you can check? What and all running in the background? Kill. Now container is taking more CPU, more RAM. What you can check? Huh? To check the running process, what you need to do? How you can check the process? From where you can check the process? Go inside container. How to go inside the container? Login, docker exec command. And go inside, give ps aux command. You can see the list of processes are running. Understand? Your application CMD is 1 point. Why these many processes are running? Then focus. My image contains how many processes I'm involving here. Jar only running, right? Why here Maven also running process inside? Why these many processes are running? Why I have included these and all in my image first of all? Let's rebuild the image to reduce the dependencies, to reduce the size of image. Then I can run. It will take less process only. Na? So response quickly will get it right. Clear everyone now? How? See, these are all very small questions, but here only many people did a mistake. Understand? Here we can understand really, real-time person are reading somewhere docs and attending interviews. Clear now? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Multiple stage. Yeah. Can we reduce? If image size reduce means number of pros are reducing only, right? Indirectly. Yeah. So guys, please focus. Every class is important. So unnecessarily don't miss the concepts. And again, you need to take a training. Many people also here taking training second time, third time, fourth time. I know that. Understand? So please, no need to join second time, third time, fourth time. Time is important. It's not about 20,000, right? Time is very important. Clear na? So the 6 months time, I don't know whether you may think it's a very less span. No, my point of view, 6 months is a big time interval only. So this 6 months you can do anything. Your career, you can set your career as a good career, a good path you can create. So understand? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So now my end volume 1 is ready, right? Volume 1 is ready. See, Docker volume ls, you can check Docker inspect. If you want to remove, Docker volume rm, remove. Clear na? Same commands, Linux commands only. Now guys, I'm going to run a container by using this volume. -it, -ta, both are same. Huh? Both are same. Otherwise, I'll change. Guys, so far we ran a many times container run commands, but we haven't used -v till now, right? Which volume it is taking by default? Default volume container inside only. Understand? Now I'm saying here, you can use -v volume 1 only. So this is the mount path. You can use, I'm clearly mentioning here. Clear now what I'm trying to say. I'm clearly mentioning a container. You can use the volume path volume 1 only. Clear now? So before run copy, cancel this. So where I can check my volumes on EC2 host inside, guys? Where I can check my volume EC2 OS inside EC2? CD var, CD lib, CD docker, CD volumes. Var lib docker inside volume. Okay. So Docker is running into EC2 instance. Inside the Docker, inside the volumes, volume 1 is there or not? I'm informing to my container, use this volume 1 to read or write the data. Clear na guys now? Okay, now you can create a container. If I'm not mentioning any -v, container by default, store into inside the container only. Clear na guys? Now you are inside of the container, right? So you can do anything, you can write anything. First go to CD home path. So, or you can give any command. Just I'm writing something here. See, echo command is clear, right, everyone? Now see here, ls if you can give. Volume 1 created or not? This volume 1 created, but this volume 1 mount on where? Var lib docker volumes. Now, if you use this volume 1, this content will be stored into EC2 on EC2 volume 1. Where? Here. Here. This is container inside you are now. Clear na? So go to volume 1 or you can run this command directly. Echo, share this file between containers where volume 1 inside create example.txt file and update this content. Clear na? Now if you can go to volume 1, I can see one file or not? File name is what? Example.txt. Now you can read this. Share this file between container. Content is there or not? See echo, share this file between the container is a content. Create into where? Volume 1 directory inside this file. This file inside it will update. So same thing updated or not now? Clear na? If I give exit, container will stop or still running. Why? Here my container run by using -it only, single process only. If you run first -det, then again exec give one more bin bash, 2 bin bash process are running in the Ubuntu. Even if you give exit also, nothing will happen. But here if you give exit, only one and only process is going to kill. So container is going to the exit state. Clear na guys? Now ls, I mean not inside of the container, right? Let's go and check volume 1. CD, data, example text updated or not? Now you can read this content there or not? Now container already deleted, right? Or exited. Still data is there or not here? You can delete docker ps -a docker rm docker rm only, -f also not required. This is already stopped container. Clear na? But still volume is there or not? Yes. Now tell me, if I run one more container here, if I run one more container, name I'm giving container 2 inside, same volume will come or not now? Again, I'm mounting existing volume, right? So you can understand this is database. Database stored the volume into host. Now database container deleted. Again created by using the same path. Same data will come or not now? Now you can go and check, yeah. Same data. Clear now what I'm trying to say? But this is automate, it should be automate, right? If container delete, immediately container create. At the time of create, it will take the existing path volume and create. Now same volume will be there or not database inside container also. Like that we have to understand. Clear na? But the problem is if you host deleted, volume also deleted. So we have to take care of additional volume concept. So Kubernetes area time, we will focus more on this area. We are not using containers concept directly in the real time. Pod concept we are using. Clear na? So clear na here? Any questions from anyone? Clear na? Okay. So this is volumes concept, guys. How to create a persistent volumes and use the same volume. By default, if you not give anything, it will use inside the container by default. Along with the container, it will be deleted. But I'm using now host volume. So until you delete host inside volume, the volume still persistent. Clear everyone? Okay. So the concept now, important concept. I mean, just I'm saying is the concept is Compose, Docker Compose. Let me understand what is Compose. Yeah, let me tell you. So guys, if you want to deploy a full stack project, already you have done yesterday one full stack project, right? Three containers. One container is front end, one container is back end, one is RDS you use, right? Yeah. So here the focus is, guys. For example, this is a understand here. This is front end. Understand this is front end. And this is back end. And this is database. Guess if I want to plan everything Docker only. Database also container, front end also container, back end also container. Clear na guys? Now total minimum, how many containers required to deploy a full stack project now? 3. Very good. Minimum 3 containers are required. So front end container for front end code, back end container for back end code. Next is also database. Total how many containers? 3. Earlier we use what guys here? Okay, let me tell you. Earlier clarity is very important, not output. Always I'm saying. So in interview, no one can ask, show your project and output and all. The explanation of the project, the understanding of the project, the what you are doing is very important. In our full stack project, we did like this before directly on virtualization layer. Okay. This is what we implemented. Okay, let me show you here. This is earlier approach, right? Front-end server we created, back-end server we created. Next is what? Hmm. Clear now? This is what we did before. Now, how the process is now transformed here? Server to container, server to container. But these containers run on definitely instance inside, right? Now let's take here. Now you may get a doubt here. Here also easy to require now. Here also easy to require. But where's the difference here? Here, not only single container, right? You can create a multiple containers. Clear now what I'm trying to say. This is the advantage right here. Multiple. Clear now what I'm trying to say. So now this concept here also instance. But we can create a multiple containers inside the server. This is process. Now here you can take this one or directly what I'm trying to say. Clear na? What's the difference here now? Here database I'm taking directly RDS. Here is what? Container. Clear na? But this is production process. That DB always RDS. Clear na guys? So this one also okay, but not recommended. Why? Database is important service, right? Container is lightweight, anytime can delete and create. But handling with the multiple data, definitely data inconsistency, ambiguity will come right here. And read replica, master. We have to do a lot of stuff in the background. So instead of doing that, simply go for RDS. But front and back end is go for containerization. Here, not required servers, right? Clear now? Servers only we have to create multiple, right, for microservices approach. For this process, multiple servers required. Instead of creating a multiple servers, we are creating a multiple containers inside the server, right or not? Now tell me one question to you. In this server inside, can I run my Flipkart application is there? My Flipkart application is here. Guys, can I run now? Minutes application. Here. And can I run mobiles application on this container? This is what, right? We created a containerization platform, right or not? We can deploy more applications, right? More containers. So that's what the problem. That's what the thing. No need to create each application in single server. The server's count will increase, load balancer, launch template, AMI, auto scaling, network, VPC, subnets, time taking process, costing, and orchestration. Too difficult if multiple servers are there. Clear now, guys? Okay. Now, guys, okay, let's understand. I'm talking about only one application here. For example, minutes application. I'm talking about minutes application. So minutes application, front end is there, minutes application, back end is there, and the database is there. Now tell me guys, I'm talking about only minutes application. So minutes application, front end, back end, database, 3 are there. Okay. So this is front end. I'm just taking like this to easily understand, and back end. So you can also draw like this, guys, architectures. Huh? Job required for you, not for me, right? Hands and more you require, not for me. Clear now? Now, guys, how many Docker files will come here? Tell me. Tell me how many Docker files will come. Tell me how many Docker files. Okay, how many images required? Front end, back end, DB, all are in one image. Huh? Yesterday, you guys build a 3-tier project, right? How many images you created? One is for. What about database? You have taken RDS, right? That's what image is not required. If I take Debian container, one more image come or not? MySQL image will come, one more. Clear or not? Here 3 images required minimum. Here, yesterday you did this one. Okay, I want to manage this end-to-end process. For example, how many times you need to execute Docker file? 3 times. How many times you need to run image? All together add in single YAML file is a Docker Compose. Clear na? Docker Compose is a YAML file where we can control multiple instructions for the Docker. The multiple instructions are what? Create image, build a Docker file, run a Docker, enable a port, give a network, give a volume, give everything. So, Docker Compose. So we can compose our orchestration. We can compose our process here to to control more Docker instructions or to manage more Docker instructions. The instructions means anything. Instructions are Docker build, run, enable port, volumes, networks, etc. Clear na guys? So git inside Docker file is there, for example. Git inside a Docker file is there. So you have clone inside the server, you have to run a Docker file. What is the command? Docker build -it, give the image name and dot. Our next instruction is what? Docker run -dt image, give -p, so some port 8180. Total 2 commands, right? Now what we can do, you can write a single YAML file. We can write a version, something version you can write. Here you can write a stage by stage process. For YAML file only. First process is what? Here service I'm mentioning. First my service is here front end. Front end inside, first I need to build a Docker file, right? Build a Docker file means we have to give a context. Context means what here? Where the Docker file is located. Give the Docker file path. Path of the Docker file, and here just give a image. That means what here? Image will build from the path of the Docker file. Give the image name something, front end something. And next is what? Run image. Give the run instruction. So give the image run instruction. Next is what? while running time, which port it has to enable, give the port instruction. See, all are we're giving a stage by stage, stage by stage, stage by stage. So when you run a compose AML file, this AML, all instructions will be executed one by one, one by one, one by one. Clear now? But still we are not using compose house in real time. These orchestration and everything taking away Kubernetes AMLs. Just I'm saying there is a concept so that you can understand something, right? For example, see, I have changed enter project repository. Yes, this is new repository. So front end, back end, compose, Jenkins files. Now my compose directory inside compose.yaml file is there. My compose.yaml, if compose.yaml call the front end Docker file, request should come to where? Front end directory. Front end directory inside the front end Docker file is there. Back end directory inside the back end Docker file is there. Now my compose inside, I'm handling two directories. One is for deploy a front end, one is for deploy a back end. Clear na? Okay. Copy, go to VS Code. Okay. So guys, services. Which service I'm creating now? Front end. Just now I discussed right here. Services. I'm creating a front end. So first I'm going to build a image. So you are build a image from where? This path inside. This Docker file is there. Build a image. This is the container name. If you give, it will build a image, create a container. Clear na? While creating a container, we have to pass which port, right? Which port it has to run? Front end port. Calling from where? Some environmental variables. Or you can hard code. This is what? Target backend pod IP. Backend container IP. This is what? Network. This is what? Depends on. Guess front end backend. First container backend should create or front end should create? That's what depends on backend. Clear now? Network is what here? AppNet means just name of the network. Yesterday we created Docker network create test. I have given yesterday, right? That test network created, right? Which type of network it is? Bridge. I'm using my custom bridge network. My custom bridge network name is AppNet. Or you can give your name also. But which type of network you create? Bridge network. Clear na guys? Next YAML file, how to write? Backend. Clear na? So here you can give a name is a backend. Okay na guys? So backend build should go to where? Backend directory. Docker file name is Docker file. Container name I need backend app. Environment backend connect to where? Database, not RDS, just database. Whether database on container or database on RDS. How many environmental variables will come here? Multiple. Yes, host, username, password. Clear na? This environmental variable for what? Front and backend connect. Now front and backend connect is it is a backend to database connect. Here you have to write environmental variables for host and next username, multiple environmental variables. And next network depends on where? Depends on database. And next is database will come. Clear now what I'm trying to say? Like this, we have to understand the compose.yaml file. Understand? Now you can see. So this is clear, right? Front end is clear, right? Front end, when it will run? After and back end only. So like dependency block we have written. See, back end calling how many environmental variables? 3. Just now we discussed, right? 1, 2, 3. So back end port, it has to run on which port we are giving. Okay. Till here clear na front end and back end? Next move to database. See guys here. Here I mentioned directly image. Otherwise you can write a Docker file where create a one more directory here, MySQL. Inside you can write a MySQL Docker file. Guys, tell me MySQL Docker file, what you can write? No instructions, right? Just image only, right? Front end means what? Our code is there. Dependencies are there. We have written a Docker file. Right or not? Multiple instructions are there, back end and front end. But database, no multiple instructions. Just I need a MySQL. Fresh database only I need, right? Fresh database, MySQL image is enough or not? That's what I have given, just only MySQL image. Otherwise, you can write a one more Docker file, but Docker file instructions are what? Pull MySQL, right or not? Pull MySQL, give environmental variables. The same stuff I'm giving inside the AML file. See, create a container, calling the MySQL, give the environmental variables. Same process I have given MySQL container creation process yesterday, right? So now image will call MySQL. My image container will run. My container credentials are what here? MySQL credentials. These 4. Root password, database, MySQL user, MySQL password. Clear na? Health checks to check again CMD. Every interval it will check. Give the back. If health checks no get na, it will give a fail. Port is what? 3306, 3306. This is what now? I'm creating. So you guys are not asking me one question here. I'm using a bridge network AppNet, right? But who created that bridge network? First you should create a Docker network, create AppNet. Then you can use, right? So here I'm creating network, AppNet, driver is what? Bridge. Now this AppNet I'm using here. Clear na everything now? So this is the compose.yaml file. Now this compose.yaml file, see, calling environmental variables from where? Here. See, total 2 environmental variables. This is for your MySQL container credentials. Clear or not? Next, backend to connect your MySQL credentials. Clear na? Yeah. So now you can see here. Here is what? Username, password, endpoint, data URL right here. See. Username, password, URL. Here URL I'm giving is what? Only MySQL. Host is MySQL. There is no RDS endpoint right here. If it is RDS endpoint, you have to change RDS endpoint. Clear na? Yeah. Clear na guys? Yeah. So these are the process. Let's go and run now. M install. So what you guys can try now? Same process you can try by using RDS. 2 YAML files contain 3 stages na. Remove last stage. MySQL stage is not required. You are creating RDS. Pass that values into environmental variable. Connect. That's it. Git clone. Same project you can do yesterday project also by using Docker Compose. Okay. So let's go to Compose inside. And before that, guys, you have to install Docker Compose. Understand? Docker Compose command start with like this. Docker Compose every time. If you want to run this Docker Compose up -d. -d means detached terminal. Up means enter YAML file executed. So if you want to run Docker Compose, if you run no, definitely Docker Compose command not found, right? In this case, what I need to do, install Docker Compose first. So here only the process also we have updated. At the last, if we can go, installation process. Control C. Okay. Arrange proper way. And next, so give the permission. Just give compose hyphen. Clear na guys? Docker Compose is running. ls. Now anything need to change? No, nothing to change, right? Image is building from the scratch. Ports also managing there only. Backend also image from the scratch. Ports also managing there only. MySQL also create and set the environmental variables. So you no need to do any change anywhere. Just directly run. Docker Compose up hyphen t. So first, which image is pulling? Why? First, we have to start from database, then backend, then frontend. So end-to-end we are automating. So same process we can build, you can build multiple projects, full stack project also there, Paytm project also there, one more project also there. So this one total 4 projects, Python also there, 5 projects you can deploy. If you are having a time or just understand what is Compose, one project is fine, my point of view. Now backend is building, see, database is done, backend is building now. Environmental variable, you have to pass in correct way. I mean, now no need to pass. I'm creating everything from the scratch. But RDS, if you create na, RDS credentials taken, you can see here. Let it complete. See, understand the proper way here. Same project we already build on EC2 instance. Now same project we are trying to build on DB container. Now same project we can do by using Kubernetes. Clear na? Later, we can build a multiple microservices. One project contains multiple microservices. Now I'm deploying as a single stack again, but running on container. Now I can deploy carts container separately, products container separately, login page separate container. Like that we can plan. Like how Flipkart is there, na? Dashboard, Flipkart dashboard is multiple services are there, right? Same. Now front end is deploying. So already RDS also have updated, guys. You can just check it here. Compose, if it is a RDS environmental variable. So see, this is what now? Endpoint. Before I have given is what? Only MySQL. Here only MySQL host. But this is RDS endpoint is like this, right? Given endpoint, username, password. So RDS AML file this is. How many stages are there? 2 only, right? RDS creating directly cloud inside. I'm not managing through container. That's for two stages only. Here I'm calling which environmental variable. How many environmental variables there? Here three only. MySQL credentials already created into RDS creating time. Those credentials I'm updating into where? .env file. Here. Here I'm updating the credentials. Here see the difference between this .env and this .env is what here? See, this .env total two type of environment variables. Why? One environment variable is for creating a MySQL container, MySQL username, MySQL password, MySQL endpoint. Those we are injecting into your Spring Boot backend applications. Clear na guys? What I'm trying to say. That's what, see, this username, this password, same or not? But this area is not there now. If you take RDS, why? We are not creating credentials through Compose. We already creating an RDS inside only, right? Username, password you are giving. Take them credentials, update into URL place, username place, password place. That's what here, three credentials, three environmental variables only. Clear na everyone? Docker PS. Total how many containers running? One is for front end, one is for back end, one is for MySQL. Everything inside the container only, not even RDS involvement. Clear now? How to access now? Public IP 8501 na? Clear na? Who developed this? Who changed this background? No, name is Satya na? Nice guys. No students found in the database, right? And balloons also. I like this. That's what I modified the code. Even front end, just background, colors and all, animations and all. Nice. Everyone is clear. Concept is. So this is your repository now. Guys, please don't share the repositories to everyone. Okay. Keep it into our batch itself only. Okay. Any questions from anyone? How? Single AMI contents. Single AMI contents. Can you create two servers application inside? How? Show me. Single AMI for two servers application. Show me. One image contains one application. Why we are complicating? Clear na? And Docker file. How many images will come? If you run Docker file, how many images will come? Inside contents. And then understand? If you hit Flipkart IP, request go to Flipkart only. Not Flipkart, off Amazon, not like that, right? Anyway, question is valid, but answer is not possible. So guys, Monday onwards. Hello. అర్థం కావట్లే. Guys, clear na? Guess I'm not available this Monday. I'm Tirupati going. Tirupati, guys. No anywhere, huh? Temple only. Yes, anyone tried this Vaikanta Dwaram? You got it, huh? Dip Venkateswara Swami, Tirupati Vaikanta Dwaram. Darshan tickets open night. It's all dip only. Anyone got that tip? See, only for 75,000 tickets, 28 lakhs tried. Evening batch, two persons got. Yeah. Both names, one name is Venkat, one name is Srinivas. Evening. Oh, Srinivas, you got it. This is miracle. Literally. See, I don't know why it's happened. The names of Srinivas, Venkat, and all only got. See, here also proof only, right? I don't know, right? Srinivas got it. So miracle, guys. If did blood donation, they offer one some ticket. Really? I'll give. I'll give everything. Okay. Sorry. Vaikunta Dwaram last. Super. You donated 13 names, huh? Oh, is it? Let's try that. Huh? I don't know that. They have three hospitals. That's nice. You guys are having a big network, huh? Anyone is from Tirupati? I will not disturb you, just I'm asking only. By the way, I have a own network, huh? Hmm. Or else we have a visa, then they will provide that some correct. Oh, is it? Many ways are there, yeah. If you donate 1 lakh, na, every year 2 times they will allow for your family. Anytime you can go directly. For example, if you want to go 2 days back, I mean, no need to plan. Directly you can go if you donate 1 lakh. So nice. 2000. No, it's not possible. I don't know when it was happened. No way. No way, Srinivas. Okay, call me. Last week only, na. Oh, is it in Tirupati also? I think your friend said, Vaikunta Dwaram. It's not possible. It's a different. It's a different. Only money. I don't know this backdoor process also there in Tirupati. Oh my God. Huh? How they manage name and all? No, everything is. No, yeah, your Aadhaar, everything is scanned, right? How they can manage? Okay, yes. Please practice. Okay, these 2 days. If you like somewhere in the Docker, so Tuesday onwards, Kubernetes will start. Oh, in Qline. Okay, I don't know that. Okay, yes. So please prepare for mock interview for Docker. Terraform already we connected, right? AA mock interview. So please prepare for Docker. When Tuesday, I'm going to again share the link for the mock interview only for Docker. Okay. So prepare. Feel like this is interview. Not like tomorrow interview today. Sir, I need interview questions. Not good, yeah. I'm skipping many questions today only. We got 2 requests. I need a interview questions. AWS, Azure, GCP, DevOps. Tomorrow I have an interview. This is a query from Telegram group. So don't do this kind of mistakes. Not at all. Our classes are enough. Okay, if really practice all the classes, really listen all the classes are enough in the interview. No need to prepare anything. Directly go, you can understand how easy it is. Understand why I'm conducting mock interviews? There is a panic situation, right? Everyone first time, second time, third time. So to overcome your challenges, it's not about here how best you are giving, how you are overcome your challenges, right? Is very important here. Clear or not? So please guys, this is your career. If you settle well, your family and you also happy, right? So that's what I'm saying. Everything is about money. Huh? Agreed or not? Everything is money. The respect and all will come automatically. Yeah. But many people says that money is not everything. No, no, no. Money is everything. Right or not? Money is everything. 95% money, I can say this. I don't know 100%, but I don't believe 100%. At least 90%. Yeah, I don't know who said, but yes, but money is everything. If you settle well, you will get many calls from your relatives. Understand? You will get many calls from your old friends. You will get many respects from many of them. Clear, na? All about your success. If you get a success, na, if you say anything, anyone can listen. Right or not? Success person can say there is a wait for the word. Understand or not? If Ambani says, everyone listen, right? If roadside beggar says, hey, if roadside beggar says there is a diamond, there is a street, there is a diamond, no one can listen. Right? If Ambani says everyone will run or no? So money is the power. Understand? All so please practice. I'm not saying job is everything, guys. Job is not everything. Job is for comfortable. It will create a comfort. Huh? What do you say? Marriage, huh? Money is everything. Okay. Understand? Yeah, job is, I'm not saying, guys, job is only your life. Job will give some comfort to you. Right or not? Next, you can take some decisions. So, okay, I have a job. Okay, I have a secure life. Then you can take some decisions, business, marriage, whatever, friends, anything you can do. Right or not? Even your family members also not says anything. Clear or not? Yeah. So please, yeah, without money, yeah, Aziz is right. Correct. Okay, I'm good. Just change this word. If I give free of cost, anyone listen? This is also you have to understand, right? Even free of cost, if you give something, also no value for that. Right or not? That's what water. We don't know the value of water, right? Huh. Why? It's a free of cost. I mean, I'm just saying household purpose, I'm saying, right? If water also you have to pay something, everyone will change. Right or not? So if something is coming without money, free of cost, definitely there is no wait for that. Understand or not? Anyway, guys, happy free awareness. Yeah, thanks. Okay, guys, take care. So please do not hesitate. Even I'm not available. Also, you can message in the Telegram group or one-to-one. Also, my mobile is with me always. Okay, I'll definitely respond. Thank you so much. Happy weekend. Have a nice day. Next class will be on Tuesday, same time. Thank you. Bye bye.